What is happening, everybody? We are Out of Pocket Sports, and we are about to get some out of pocket takes today, baby. We have an extremely out of pocket take. We're going to be ranking the available teams left in the playoffs. We have top G, we have bottom G, we have blue ball, go home. We're going to explain every single one of these categories, but first, I want you guys to know we have a bye team as the go home team. You do not want to miss it, so stay tuned. Here we go, baby. Let's get right into it.
Oh, Lord, I'm fucking ecstatic to be back. It's been a minute since I've been back. You've been in here doing these things, fighting these demons, left hooking, right hooking, doing it all by yourself. Fucking daddy's back, and he's ready to spit that fucking liquid into your ear. So let's get this shit going.
What does that mean? You're going to spit the liquid in my ear.
You know exactly what that means. We used to live together back when we was in college. You know exactly what the fuck that means, baby.
I get the oil gun. Just like all times, huh?
Yeah, it's outside. Let's get this shit going.
Right.
Who we starting with?
Let's. You want to start from the back here? I don't know if you guys can see, but hey, do you want to explain the categories real quick right before we start?
Yeah. So you got top G, obviously. That's the top fucking G. That's the team that's going to win the freaking Super Bowl. Let's be honest here. This is the team who everyone's picking to win, and they're going to win. They're looking good. They're looking hot. Then you got bottom G. If you don't know who bottom G is, it's obviously not top G, because top G is here, and you got bottom G right below it. It's basically they're trying to be top G, but they're really not. They're that sus-ass freaking top G. So it's bottom G. We made it there. Blue ball. Blue ball is the team. Just think, when you're in the room, you're sitting there.
Explain that slow more.
Getting a little rub and bug, whatever the hell's going on, but the job doesn't get done. It's the same way in the playoffs. If you're a team where you're winning a couple games and your fan base is like, oh my God, I think it's going to do it, then it doesn't happen, because that's what's going to happen to your freaking team. And then the last one, we got the go home section. This team, you might as well freaking go home. You don't stand a chance. You're not going to win. Get them out of here.
We'll see in the Bahamas, huh? But yeah, let's get right into this thing. I couldn't delete all the teams here, so you guys are just going to have to ignore that. We're going to start with the bottom half. We're going to start with the Packers and work our way up to the Ravens.
Okay.
So,
I'm not surprised
Packers.
starting from the back, but all right.
Yeah, exactly. Packers. Where are we thinking? Right off the bat, they didn't have very many expectations going into the year, right? Jordan Love didn't really expect much. They didn't really have many wide receivers. They had Christian Watson get hurt for the majority of the year, but somehow they came this far. And you know what?
Dude, they can't go. They can't listen. They can't go in blue ball, because blue ball means you had expectations. You had expectations that didn't come. There was no expectations.
And you can't go home, because that means you also had expectations.
Does it though? I feel like go home's just more like you just get the hell out of here. Like it's more like, hey, you're here, but your time is very limited. Get the hell out of here. Go home.
Okay. I think it's either go home or bottom G.
I think we gotta put them in go home, because bottom G is like we're thinking that we're gonna make it to the NFC Championship.
Okay, I agree. I think go home's good. Yeah. I don't think they're gonna. I think they've overstayed their welcome. I think they bit off a little more they can chew with beating the Cowboys. So
let's be
that
honest,
was their signature win.
Yeah, let's be honest. They played a fraudulent Cowboys team in the playoffs. Who's been fraudulent for how long?
Long time.
Let's be honest. Yeah, over 25 years.
Long time.
All right, who we got next, baby?
We got the. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. We'll start with the Buccaneers. They're kind of out of order. The Buccaneers. Where are we putting the Buccaneers?
Dude, I feel like it's got to be similar to Green Bay. Because, I mean, dude, everyone hated on Baker coming in this year, bro. Everyone's like, Baker's wash, Baker's trash. It's a must prove it, Baker, whatever. Dude, and then everyone, too, even if he did good, they were like, well, this division is absolute ass. Or the first round. Like, if you get to play him in the first round, you're lucky, because you're going to get an easy win. I'm a Philly fan, and I want to jump off a ledge, because we obviously shit the bed playing against this team, and we've been shitting the bed. Coaching changes are coming, I swear, hopefully. But I feel like we got to put them in the go home, because their days are numbered. Detroit, dude, did you watch that Detroit game?
Yeah, that was a really good game.
Did you feel the energy of that game?
Oh, yeah, baby. Dan Campbell talked about it when he was coming out of the tunnel. He said you could just feel it in each step he took. You could feel it more and more.
Yeah, dude, I would run through a freaking wall for Dan Campbell. Let's be honest here. That man can motivate me to do anything, bro. And I think they're going to tear it up again. Now, when they go outside the crib and they go to play possibly the 49ers, I don't know what will happen there, but I think they're going to do the damn thing against the Bucs. But
yeah, I feel like the Buccaneers were kind of the same story with the Packers. Like, not many expectations, but they definitely had more weapons than the Packers did. So, and I mean, they didn't really expect to beat the Eagles. I mean, a lot of people picked the Buccaneers over the Eagles, but they weren't supposed to be in that spot at the beginning of the year, and here they are. So, Baker did a good job, but Baker, you're going to the Bahamas on a resort next week. So, all right, moving on here. We have the Texans. Where are we putting the Texans? It's kind of the same story with go home. I feel like
it is, but at the same time, out of these two teams, the Bucs and the Packers and the Texans, I think the Texans have a chance to beat these Ravens, who Lamar's been fraudulent in the playoffs. This is a really good Ravens team. Ravens are going to need to get turnovers. When you watch when they beat the 49ers, when they beat Miami, these big teams, their defense had over 8 turnovers between those games. 8 turnovers. Is that going to happen every game? You're going to get that many turnovers? I don't know. I don't know if that's going to happen or not. I think this team is going to be played close, and I think CJ has a chance to beat them. What do you think?
I tend to agree with you. I just don't know. I mean, did they really have many expectations? Like, D'Amico Ryans is a favorite to probably win Coach of the Year. And that says a lot for, first-year head coach with a first-year QB. You're not going to really have that many expectations. But at the same time, they kind of set the precedent with the year they had that, they are a playoff team. Yeah. So I'm tempted to put them in bottom G for that reason.
I'd agree with you with bottom G. I agree with you there, but expectations are absolute zero. I think this is like one of the biggest changes for an organization, especially like Texans. This is not like a Packers. This is not a Dallas. This is not like one of these big, heavy-hitting teams. This is the Texans we were talking about, a small organization who had an absolute huge change from last year to this year. Expectations were nothing. Don't get me wrong, they wanted to play good, not be like Bryce Young. But, definitely crazy for him. But I think that's a great placement. Put him at that little bottom G.
Exactly. All right, let's start with Buffalo. I have a strong take here, so I'm going to let you start, and I'll finish. All right? I got a strong take. What do you think about Buffalo?
This is what I'm going to say. Out of all these teams playing this week, Buffalo has the most pressure on them to win. 1, Buffalo has not been able to get it done against Kansas City in multiple ways in the regular season and in the playoffs. The last time we saw them in the playoffs, this was the overtime game where they complained, we didn't get a chance to get to throw it and all this. And don't get me wrong, watching football, it did kind of suck considering, these teams were going crazy. Whoever won that coin flip was winning the game. Mm-hmm. But Buffalo has struggled against getting to that next level in the playoffs. And who's been the one to stop them usually? The Chiefs. This is the team. This has been their kryptonite. And when you look at this Buffalo team, the expectations are Super Bowl, right?
Yeah.
As a Buffalo, right now, the way the team's set up, designed, the defense, offense, everything, it's set up for Super Bowl runs, right?
Yeah.
So, all this success they had, and they've continued to fall short. I think this is like a situation with McCarthy, which super surprised he stayed. But if Sean McDermott doesn't win this game, I think he's going to get fired. So the pressure's on Sean. The pressure's on Josh Allen because if he loses again to Mahomes, is he considered an elite QB? I don't think so because he's continued to fall short in the playoffs, and that's when these QBs really separate themselves. That's why I think he would go into that category with Justin Herbert almost. So I don't know. It's tough. This might be a blue ball team. I don't know, but at the same time, it could be a top G team. I'm really indecisive. I don't know how it's going to go. Yeah. Give me some insight. I've been talking for too long. Tell me.
Yeah, first of all, I disagree with you. I don't think the pressure's on Buffalo. I think the pressure's more so on Kansas City. If you look at the year each of them had, Buffalo, they just barely made the playoffs, but, so did Kansas City. Kansas City, you know what I mean? Pat Mahomes did not have a Pat Mahomes year. Travis Kelce did not have a Travis Kelce year. The defense did not have a defensive type of year. The really only shining star on that team has been
Whoa. Defense? What do you mean? Their defense has been so much better this year.
That's the only thing that's kept them in it, but it's been better in past years.
But that's been the thing this year. If you watch that offense, even watch that Miami game, they could have ran up that game. But they have transitioned to a different team this year. They've struggled. Patrick Mahomes had struggled earlier in the year. Now, I'll agree. Travis Kelce's continued to struggle, and he struggled a little bit in that Miami game dropping balls. It was really cold, but he is – they got everyone to talk about struggles. He is definitely – there's been a little bit of – he might have hit that cliff. But Patrick Mahomes is definitely – you've seen how he has switched from this guy who's just slinging it everywhere. They're relying on their defense more now, and they're able to win games that way. They're able to win games that way. And
all right, let's keep it on the Bills. Let's keep it on the Bills real quick because we'll say the Chiefs talk for next, but – I'm leaning Bills towards top G. I feel like they get through Kansas City. I feel like they get through Baltimore. And I think it's a coin flip. I mean, Josh Allen, I think, is that guy this year. That's my pick.
Okay. I'm not fine. I'm sorry. I am fine with the top G. I'm fine with it. But at the same time, there is a lot of pressure. Watch. If they lose, don't be shy. Don't be surprised if there's a firing from Buffalo. Yeah, that's a little bit of that 1040 coming out, huh? Yeah.
Yeah. All right, we'll agree. We'll agree on that for now.
Yeah.
Chiefs. We just kind of had a whole spiel on Chiefs. Where are we putting the Chiefs?
To be honest, I feel like this is the team. I don't know, because I already got some aspirations on one team that's going to be a little bit out of left field. Chiefs, this is supposed to be a rebuilding year for them. I mean, they have they drafted wide receivers trying to find something in there. They couldn't do that. They lost a couple people. Thank God they signed Chris Jones back to the defense because they almost lost him earlier in the year. I don't know where to put them because it's like you have this elite QB, which he's gotten the hardware to say he's an elite QB, which Josh Allen is not yet. But is he going to end up winning? I'm not sure because there's just there's just a tough road for Mahomes. And I think this team is eventually going to fall short because one of these teams is going to put it to their defense, and I don't think they're going to be able to keep up because like how we were saying, they've been playing all year, just play toward the defense, and I don't think Kansas City can just crank it up like how they used to. So, I don't know. To me, they're almost like a bottom G because it's tough because like –
To me, they're a blue ball team because if you look at, take an example of fantasy, Pat Mahomes was the number one QB going overall this year. Travis Kelce was going in the first round. And they both, did not have Pat Mahomes and Travis Kelce type years. They did not have a first round QB, first pick overall.
Put them in the blue ball. Put that shit in the blue ball, baby.
They were supposed to be good, but they weren't really living up to expectations as opposed to, we use the same logic for the Buccaneers and Packers. They outlived their expectations, but they're going to go home. Same reason for the Chiefs.
Way to keep that shit in line, Scotty. That's why you're directing this shit. That's why you're directing.
Yeah. All right, the Lions. Where are we putting the Lions?
I feel like, dude, Lions low key, they could be a blue ball team because they're not winning the Super Bowl. I don't think they're winning the Super Bowl. But everyone in Detroit right now, they're starting to get a taste of that playoff, and they're going to get another taste of that playoff win. And then that fucking because I'm assuming San Fran's going to make it there. They're just going to, just beat the back of Jared Goff. Jared Goff hates pressure. He hates pressure.
I agree with you on the blue ball. It's like fucking they haven't been to the Super Bowl for so long, so all these fans are getting so hyped. They're getting all their hopes up. It's like sleeping with the hottest girl in your class or some shit. You're just getting so excited, and then it just doesn't happen. Maybe you say something that you shouldn't. I don't know.
Yeah. It's like you're sitting there cuddling with a girl on the couch, bro, and y'all are sitting there, y'all starting to kiss, and you're hugging her, and she starts feeling, and then she's like, "Oh damn, I gotta go. It's late." You're like, "Shit."
Yeah. That's kind of like the Lions. I feel like. I think that's a good blue ball team. I like that pick.
Yeah.
All right, Ravens. Where are we putting the Ravens?
Dude, I'm spicy. I'm putting them as a blue ball, bro.
I agree.
Because I think, bro, dude, they're getting hyped up, bro. I mean, hype. And I think it's going to fall on their face, bro. I think it'll either be Kansas City or Buffalo will take them out. I don't know. It's just tough because, I don't even know if Kansas will make it there. But I think if Buffalo wins this game against Kansas City, the Ravens got to be shaking in their boots because, one, all right, it's getting real cold. And we've seen how this Buffalo team just takes over in the cold. This is a really good cold weather team. And right now, if they were to play at the Ravens, this is going to be an outdoor arena, okay, outdoor stadium. So that means it's going to be super cold, and it's going to be set up for this Buffalo team. Don't get me wrong, Lamar, he's really good, but I feel like Lamar, when it starts getting that cold, crisp weather, he's all right, but we've seen him struggle against a team like Buffalo and some bigger opponents. And I really, really, truly think that game against the 49ers, there were some turnovers that just allowed them to have so many short fields that really just set them up for success where he didn't even have to do anything. And I don't know. It's just I think it's more of just also too remembering these playoff games and seeing him coming in after he won that MVP and just seeing him just roll and just fold like a lawn chair in the playoffs.
Yeah, so between the two bye teams, I think the Ravens are definitely getting the most hype. Yeah. And like you said, when the moment's so big, Lamar Jackson has to go take a shit in the locker room and then come back out. So,
hey, I can relate to that man, bro. Dude,
hey, but he's fixing his blue balls, huh? You never know.
Yeah. All right. I think we got the last one here.
Last one. Where are we putting the Niners?
I feel like we gotta put them in the Super Bowl contender because this is who's coming out of the NFC. I mean, okay. I'm curious to see if they'll actually get the job done and win it, but I mean, I don't really see anyone else in the NFC stopping them considering the Rams are gone. I thought that was the best team to like give them a run for the money, just being in division and that they played them a couple times already in the year, so they kind of know how to play them. But we knew Dallas was we knew Dallas was going to lose. Eagles, they've been absolute frauds this past couple months, and then I mean the rest of the teams we've seen Jared Goff on the road, and we know how Jared Goff is on the road. It's been an absolute struggle, and this is not a team you want to play on the road. It's a freaking nasty-ass team. So
yeah, they're really good. I think, like you said, I think the Niners give whoever comes out of the AFC the best run for their money in the NFC, that is. So they have the offense, they have the defense, and, I mean, the expectations are there, but as opposed to, the Chiefs, the Lions, the Ravens, the 49ers can back it up with the expectations. They have the record to prove it. They have the offense. They have the defense to prove it. That's why I think they're also a top G team. So I'm actually kind of surprised, dude. We agreed on a lot of these. I figured we were going to have more fights.
There'll be more fights to come. Don't worry, boy. I might have to spark something one time. But, it's probably because Cleveland's not in it and Philly's not in it anymore. So we're not sitting there at each other's throats. But yeah, just put them there for your own fun. Oh shit! Well, hey, this has been a good little pod. I'm glad I've been able to come back onto your show. You know, it's been fun to talk to you. You know, I miss you. I think about you every night.
You coming every night later, or what's going on?
Hey, let's just end the pod. Come on. Let's just cut to it.
Yeah.